I'm District Chief Neil Nemchek with Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, and we must extend our gratitude to Chief Kennedy, the current administration, President Jeff Newsom, and Local 2928 leadership as we proudly present to you the Mobile Gear Exchange Pilot Program in Decon 1. This is the first of 4 videos that will walk us through how Decon 1 will interface with fireground operations. Look forward to our FACE Team Coffee Talks for additional information that could change throughout the pilot. Decon 1 is a staffed and fully stocked 35-foot box truck that will literally bring support services to the fire scene. The overall goal of this Mobile Gear Exchange Pilot Program is to leave the fire scene at the fire scene.
I'm Sam Eaton, retired Battalion Chief of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. Since inception, along with others like Neil Nemchek, Amanda Vimero, Bob Kropa, Mike McKeon, Vicki Shepard, and others, we have been in leadership for our FACE team, Firefighters Attacking the Cancer Epidemic, which started over 10 years ago right here at Palm Beach County Fire Rescue and has evolved into a statewide and national organization. FACE's mission is to address the many issues revolving around the largest health threat for firefighters, which is firefighter cancer. We are not the first to have a mobile gear exchange program. For years, San Antonio, Texas, Vancouver, British Columbia, and Pasco County right here in Florida have all been successfully operating a mobile gear exchange on fire scene. When fully operational, this program will greatly reduce our exposure to the fireground contaminants by providing firefighters with NFPA 1851 compliant clean gear directly at the fire scene.
Please understand that Decon 1 is only here to supplement the overall reduction of cross-contamination by providing clean gear. It is still imperative to take personal responsibility to fully clean up after a fire and continue to take all other appropriate steps, like Post Fire Gross Decon, cleaning your tools in SCBA, and washing your clothes. Shower within the hour. One of the biggest changes is the implementation of the wash station, which is cleaning your tools in SCBA, which we would normally do at the fire station prior to showering. Well, this will now be done on the fire scene. This is how we get our version of a clean cab. Let's get into the first step. The assigned driver will prepare Post Fire Gross Decon for the crews, exiting the IDLH by charging the decon line, remembering 70 psi is the preferred pressure. The Post Fire Gross Decon line should be in place well before the arrival of Decon 1. To reduce cross-contamination, look for a soap applicator coming to your station soon. Throughout the process, firefighters will systematically be moving from dirty to clean, much like a hazmat scene. They will move from the fire, the hot zone, shown in red, to post-fire gross decon, shown in orange, to the wash station, in yellow, and finally to our gear exchange process, noted in green.
The orange cone and bucket will identify the post-fire gross decon area, which is just outside the hot zone and is designed to be a quick gross decon. Water alone will be about 40% effective, but by using the department-approved soap and scrubbing with a soft brush, we can increase that effectiveness up to 85%. Firefighters powering out with command will go directly to the post-fire gross decon staying on air. They will loosen their air pack straps and do a quick check to ensure that their bunker coats are completely buttoned up and the radio mics are situated in a right side up fashion. The crews will decon each other from the neckline down. First, a quick rinse, neckline to boot, front and back, and then brushing from the neckline down to the boot with soap and water. The pack should be momentarily lifted to allow for a rinse of the gear behind the pack. While this should be as thorough as possible, it is a quick gross decon, with the goal to get most of the contaminants off the gear. Finally, finish with a thorough rinse. If you're the firefighter doing the decon, keep in mind that one of the dirtiest parts of your PPE is your gloves, so avoid touching the firefighter that you're deconning.
Once post-fire gross decon is complete, this crew is ready to head to the drop zone on their way to rehab. At the drop zone, they will drop off their gear and prep it for easy redeployment. The hood that has not been rinsed will have particulates that can easily become airborne. Be cautious of this and hold your breath while doffing your hood to avoid inhaling any airborne particles. Look forward to a new hood over the mask technique as another option in the upcoming weeks. Before entering rehab, crews will utilize the department-approved wipes working to remove toxins from the exposed skin. The areas heavily contaminated, like hands and neck, should be wiped first with their own sets of wipes. To eliminate cross-contamination, use new wipes for each area of the body, especially for more sensitive areas like the face and eyes. It is imperative that firefighters wipe before ingesting any food or drinks.
This completes the overview of the Post Fire Gross Decon component. On our next video, District Chief Neil Nimchek and Lieutenant Anthony DeFore will review the on-scene wash station procedures.